Hello guys, welcome back. I want to talk a little bit about Loki and knowing when to embrace your anger. And you notice I was pretty fired up yesterday and I couldn't think of why. I'm like, yeah, this guy's a pain, but why am I so angry? And then Loki was like, after I did 8-hour hair treatment and did my bath and everything, he says, don't you remember all the stuff he used to steal? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I don't like this guy. He's sneaky. Even to this day, he will just come onto his property and help himself. If it isn't nailed down, he will take it. He will be like, "Oh, you weren't using it. It was on my property." I think that defines using it, but he will do that. He will steal from people, and he will totally justify his actions. And then he'll turn around and he'll either sell the stuff he stole or he'll use it for himself. So yeah, he's not a very trustworthy person. So when he's told me stuff, I'm sure some people have judged me and thought, you're such a horrible person. When he said, like, he thinks of me as a daughter, I'm like, yeah, it's amazing how dad only shows up when he wants money or he wants to steal stuff or he wants to know if I need that. Because his idea is to take other people's resources. Oh, I'll do it for free. And then he'll turn around, he'll sell it and he'll make money for himself. And you're usually happy to be rid of it for free, so you don't care in one way, but in another way, you're like, this guy likes to steal from people. Because he's not telling you these people that want to buy wood or want to buy stone or want to buy whatever he's offering out of the goodness of his heart to take away. He's not telling you that. He's doing it for himself. So yeah, there are a lot of people in this town that just don't like this guy, and I had like totally vaped on that. I don't know how, but I had. And look, he's like, well, you see. So having a Nori around kind of like jog loose some of those memories. And that's the thing, when you work with tricksters, they'll point out the trickster in other people. Some people we have to remember, as I've told you before, as a Lokean, you don't have to like everyone. It's not like Christianity. You don't have to love your brother. If your brother's a no-good lying thief that would stab you in the back, Loki's back here, Marvel Loki, you don't turn your back to him, okay? You don't. Some people are no good, and we're not going to redeem them by, tolerating their bad behavior. If they have to take some hard knocks in life and end up being on their own, like this guy is, and he cries and he says his kids will never come around him, except for the ones that are always in jail because they're also thieves, then, you have to avoid those kind of people. They're charming in movies. They're not charming in real life. They're not charming when they're stealing your stuff and you're like, where'd my stuff go? It's like the neighbor that doesn't know who hit my gate and drove the posts into the ground. The more I think of it, I'm like, yeah, men in this town are no good. That's why I'm so cynical. They're terrible. They'll, like, just help themselves to stuff. Everything else, like, this place is a den of thieves. That's why I said that, I know it's a pretty town and everything. I know there's crime everywhere, but if I could move, I would. Because that's why sometimes I realize now that's why I carry so much tension sometimes. Because, you can't put anything out in this town remotely nice, because if they think they need it, they'll justify that to take it from you. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it has any monetary value. If they want it, they'll take it. So yeah, living with people like that can be very stressful. That's why, like, my yard's not as decorated as nice as it could be. I mean, I try to make it look nice, but I don't even waste my time saving up for something I would really like. I would love my home to look really beautiful on the outside because these people will steal everything. And Lucky's like, well, I'm glad you realized that. So that's why if you ever would come to my house and there's like a lot of fox statues inside and that's why. If it's outside and it's not permanently rooted into the ground, even then you can like wake up and some of these people will be like in your yard with a chainsaw cutting stuff down. And forget calling the cops. They're not going to come out because a neighbor cut the tree down. And they know you're not going to take them to court because you don't want the hassle. So, yeah. And so what I've done is I've worked with Loki and I'm working with Inori. And I'm feeling like Tengu energy. I really am. Because I'm getting reminded of them a lot. And I'm like, these people are just like little hyenas. They'll come in. Not to be mean to hyenas, but they'll come in and they'll just take what they want. They'll prey on everyone else in the neighborhood, but then when anyone else in the neighborhood needs anything, they don't have it. They're so poor. They don't have anything. It's like, that's funny because you're stealing from people all the time. You should be pretty freaking rich because they steal and then they turn around and they sell it to someone else who knows they stole it and doesn't care. So Loki would have us not deal with those people. It's not Christianity. It's not love thy neighbor. It's not forgive people 70 times 70 or something like that. It's if you know someone's bad and you know they're going to stick the knife in you, you avoid that person. You're not here to rescue them. They don't want rescue. They're perfectly happy being a thief and taking advantage of you and walking all over you and giving you a sob story and taking your money or whatever they're doing. So, have a little street smarts, know when to be tough, know when to embrace your anger, know when to say, hey, that's making me really angry because every time you see me, you want money or you're stealing stuff or some kind of stuff's going on. So yeah, be a little vigilant of your personal boundaries. Know that no, people don't have a right to just come onto your property, and it doesn't have to be, physical property. It could be your intellectual property. Like if you, for example, were on YouTube and every time you made a video, somebody made a video exactly like it. Or somebody stole all your content, or you're at work and there's this guy always stealing all your ideas and running to the boss before you can get there and claiming the ideas for their own. Know when to get angry. Know when to stand your ground and say to the appropriate parties, this person's a thief. I can't get the cops out here for petty crap that this guy's always stealing. So I was like, okay, everything in this yard on this property belongs to Loki. If you're stupid enough to steal from Loki, have fun. Have fun. And Ari's back here like, and Ari too. So think of a mother fox and a father fox. And they are extremely territorial. In fact, the vixen's the one that'll hit you and hit you hard. Not that the Todd's slouch, and because Loki's over there looking at me with puppy dog eyes like, I fight too. So yeah, they're very extremely aggressive, and if your witch works with dragons or gargoyles, or you have like spirits that protect whatever kind of property you have, whether it's physical or intellectual or emotional or whatever, by all means tell them, you be as aggressive as you want. When I was growing up Catholic, we had St. Michael, and again, like if you would have people being a thief to you, or you would have people being nasty to you, we all know emotional thieves that they get great glee, and they're called, I think, emotional vampires today, making you feel like crap because they feed on that energy. They really feed on it, and they gloat on it, and they're always coming around to ruin your day, and that's why they do it. You would pray to St. Michael, and you would set him on these people, and he can be very drastic. In fact, if you would start working magic, a type of magic that a lot of Christians start to work, and you would be working with him, he can get a little over enthusiastic. This is a warrior angel. This is an angel that when he goes out, he really goes out and he gets super excited. The only thing about working with Michael is the same thing about working with Papa Ogu. If they think you're in the wrong, because you gotta really sit down and see if, like, did I start this? Did I antagonize this person? If they feel you're in the wrong or you lied to them, they will bring everything back to you. They will come back to you in full warrior mode, and then you will be really sorry. Which is why we don't use saints or angels or dragons or anyone else you work with or gods as attack dogs and to do our dirty work. Because if they feel you're in the wrong, they don't care how much they love you. They don't care if you're a spouse or a child or whatever relationship you have. They'll bring it back to you. And they'll say, you lied to me. And they will punish you because they are the god and you are the human. It's not like a human relationship where they might just be really mad and sulk. No, they will punish you for having lied to them. So, don't lie, but by all means, if you feel you're being abused, if you feel like you're being encroached on, if you're getting that feeling like, I couldn't figure out what I was dreading the warm weather coming, then I'm like, oh yeah, my pesky neighbors are all going to be like crawling all over my property, seeing what they can have. And, people think because, I know I'm ranting, but I have to, people think because you live in the country, they can just stop, and I've had this happen, take whatever they want out of your yard, like, the country magically grows patio furniture or something. I have never seen a patio furniture farm. I will tell you that right now. So yeah, it can be kind of stressful to live this life sometimes. So it's okay to get angry. It's okay to set up words or whatever you do. Um, how you work your magic is entirely up to you. I'm not going to judge you. I would just tell you from experience, stuff can boomerang on you. So you may want to think before you cast. So, work with Loki, work with whomever, and, it's totally okay to get angry. It's totally okay, in fact, to get enraged and want to kill somebody. Don't actually kill them, but it's totally okay to get angry. We get kind of scared, as pagans. We get kind of afraid to show we're angry, or you get the other pagans that they're always angry and they're gonna kill you, and they all talk like this because they all like death metal. And I like death metal, so I can say that. But yeah, they all sound like really mean and aggressive, and they're all like, it's some kind of hateful comment. Like if you go on Pinterest, that's the problem being like pagan. You'll see like all this pagan power stuff. So yeah. Sometimes you do need that pagan power, but sometimes you gotta be like, whoa, dial it back. But yeah, it's still okay to be angry. It's still okay to go to Loki or whomever. I like going to Papa Legba because he likes to mess with people. And Loki does too, but Papa Legba is ingenious about it. He likes to make the punishment fit the crime. So if they've stolen something from you, he will steal it right back. You won't get it back, but you will steal it right back. He's like instant karma in the Western sense. It's like if they stole, like somebody stole one of my solar lights. I was like, so I went to Papa Legbo, especially since he has solar and bonfire associations, and I said, light, and he's like, I'm on it. I didn't ask what he did, but he had a smile on his face. I'm sure he was creative. I'm getting a sense of like, since they thought it was so important to steal a light, maybe they didn't need that left headlight. And I wouldn't put it past them either. So, remember to defend your borders. It's okay to go to the gods because, you can't always go to the justice system. Justice system doesn't want to hear about the hat that you put down for 20 seconds and you lost, or the handbag that was, in your desk and it's mysteriously gone or something. They don't always want to hear about that stuff. I'm talking like a new handbag, not like your purse with your ID and everything. But yeah, guard your borders, be careful. And if you guys like what you see, I will see you later, and like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. See you guys later. Bye-bye.